howdy my peeps, and welcome. Today I want to, talk about the meaning behind this drawing, which I normally don't give my drawings meaning, but this one has meaning. But before we get into all of that, I would like to give a shout out to MK, aka Morgan, who is the comment of the week, and also my top commenter. So thank you so much for all your comments. And I really like reading y'all's comments, and, just giving a shout out in my videos is just the least I could do to thank you for chatting with me in the comment section, because I really enjoy that. But, yeah, thank you so much for your comment. And if you would like to be the comment of the week, all you have to do is comment on any video. Oh my goodness. I also have an Etsy shop, which was closed for a bit, but it's open now. So that's nice. But yeah, this drawing was drawn Sunday, but by the time you're watching this on YouTube, it's already been a couple of weeks. But basically I got COVID, which was very unfortunate and not great, as you can imagine. I'm COVID free now, which is nice. And I'm so thankful for that, because that was an unpleasant experience for many reasons. But I think the thing that I hated the most about all of that was the fact that I had to be isolated from my family, and I couldn't do anything really. Just had to stay in my room, and that was it. And because I was sick, I also didn't really do anything. I just kind of just did nothing for 2 weeks, which, I mean, it's understandable. That's what you do when you're sick. You just try to rest. But on this particular day when I drew this, I was feeling especially, I don't think that's the word. I was feeling extra just down about it because my mom, she had a birthday recently, as you do, and I wasn't able to be there when she got her present, which sucked a lot. And just the way that I kind of got how I was feeling off my chest was to draw this picture, which is a picture I've had in my mind for a while, but I just never really sat down and actually drew a finished thing of this. I've sketched it before, I think, but I never finished it because I felt like it was a little too ambitious for me because of the background, because this is my character Lance. He's in his bedroom, and I wanted his room to have a lot of stuff going on in it and look lived in. And the way, well, I don't know, it's just with rooms in particular, I struggle a lot with drawing, with making them look like someone lives there, and instead of it just being a room with furniture and that's it. So I just never really finished, well, not finished, I guess just even drew the thing. I just never did that because I always felt like it was just a lot to do, because I just wanted so many elements, and I just wanted to make sure that it looked like he actually lived there. But because I was feeling the way that he's supposed to be feeling in this picture, I was like, I don't know, I guess I felt like it was the perfect time to just go ahead and do that. Plus I needed something to do, so it worked out well. So that's nice. But not only did I use that as kind of inspiration and fuel for this drawing, I don't know what I was going with that. I just completely forgot. Wow. I just keep having a lot of brain fog, which is just me in general, but it's been especially bad for the past couple of weeks, which is also unfortunate. But anyways, one thing I wanted to really convey in this picture was I wanted him to seem small in his space, even though he's tall. He's supposed to be 6'6". I don't know why I automatically just, well, yes I do. I have a lot of tall brothers, so I just whenever I just come up with male characters, I automatically think of tall, which, like I said, I have a lot of brothers and they're tall, so that's what I'm used to, so that's just what I draw. But anyways, except for my LC Kamir, he's not tall. He's quite the opposite. He's very short. And then we have Lentz here. He's very tall. But anyways, I wanted him to seem small in his space, so I put him in the lower half of the picture, and then there's just a lot of space above him. The perspective in this, I know that it's off. I just know it. And, you know, I struggle with perspective because it's just one of those things I never really sat down and tried to learn, which, you know, that one's on me. And after I finished this, I realized that I should have, because I have like the angle, how did I say this? Like the door, like the door is like angled up. I don't know if that makes sense. Like it's smaller at the top and then the base of the door is larger. It's supposed to be like as if the camera is like positioned. I don't know how to say this. It's supposed to be like an angle and then like, I can't explain this. I really can't. I hope you try. I can't speak either. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. It's like, it's at an angle, like as if the camera was positioned below him, but also not. I can't explain it. But anyways, I realized afterwards that it should have been the exact opposite. The door should be larger at the top, I think, and smaller at the bottom. I don't even know if you understand anything I'm trying to say. I hope you do, but it do be like that sometimes. Anyways, one thing I did do with this background is I made it really messy. Not just the room itself, but the line art is really messy. It's not really line art. It's acting as the line art, but it's really sketchy, and it's technically a sketch. I guess you would say did do line art over it, which I kind of like for this illustration because it kind of makes the illustration looks messy, and it kind of adds to the fact that his room is kind of messy. So I feel like it works. Because normally when I do backgrounds, I either don't do line art for the background elements, or I just do my normal line art style for the background. But I felt like the messy look would work better for this, so that's what I went for. Also, I wanted this to look like a comic book page. I don't know why, it's just when I sat down to draw it, that's the first thing I thought of, so I went with it. And I feel like that works as well. Yeah, I just feel like that works. It just felt right, and I was just going with how I felt. Which I think that kind of goes into what I was trying to say earlier, but then I forgot. I don't normally give my drawings meaning. I just kind of do anything. Normally I'm not even thinking too much about the drawing. Though sometimes after I draw something, I'll look at it and I'll be like, that is related to something else that I was thinking while I was drawing it, or is something that was like going on around me or whatever in my life. But you know, I'm not the one to just like sit down and be like, oh yes, this picture means X, Y, and Z, and oh my gosh, it's so deep. I just don't really do that, because I don't think every drawing has to have like some type of deep meaning or anything. So, you know, I don't do that normally. I think if anything, if I'm drawing something, I think of like the character's story, which is somewhat, well, kind of what I did for this one. Because, like I said, this is an idea I've had for a minute, and it's like related to this character's story. So, you know, I was kind of thinking about that, but also the whole isolation thing that I was dealing with. So it's like I combine those two things and put them together to make this. So that's how all that works. If I'm not mistaken, one way you can show certain emotions or moods or whatever in a drawing is to use different types of colors. Did that make any sense? I hope it did. But anyways, so I was using a lot of blues, as you can see in this picture. I didn't pull out any references, which as per usual, I should have, especially for the background, especially since there's like some perspective elements there, which I guess in all of my drawings there are some. I mean, the perspective is there, I'm just not thinking about it, basically. I should, though, but I don't. Anyways, so I went with cool colors to kind of give this kind of cold, sad mood, and I feel like it works. especially for the theme, you know. And I feel like he does give off that mood, which makes sense. That's what I was going for. He really stands out in the background before I add all the before I add the layer modes on top of it to kind of make everything look cohesive, which I enjoy doing. I didn't used to do that a lot, but I don't know when I started doing it, but at some point recently I started doing that. I just use a layer set to luminosity and shade and color that layer with whatever color I want to be the color that kind of unifies everything, makes everything look cohesive. And since this one was blue, I just used the blue, and it brings everything together, you know, which is nice for, like, if you're like me and sometimes have trouble selecting colors. Like, for a really cool environment like this, like, I wouldn't know which color to choose for his skin, but the layer mode really helps with that, because I can just color his skin the way I normally would and then add that mode on top, and then it fixes it. So that's really nice, because before I add that layer, he really just stands out against the cool background. So it works, it fixes it, it's nice. I don't really do a lot of these types of drawings, like with backgrounds and stuff, but I like doing them. I just don't do them a lot because it takes time, and sometimes I feel like I just don't have time to do it in order to, like, upload every week, you know. So I do a lot of portraits, which I like doing too, but I also like doing these types of drawings, so it's always nice when I have the time to sit down and draw something like this. So yeah, but anyway, this is how the drawing turned out. I hope you like it. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Shout out to my patrons, Turtle Bun Buns, Ariana, Sister Donna 55, and Zachary. Thank you so much for being my patrons. I really appreciate you and everything that you do. Wow. I'm also on Etsy and Ko-fi and other social media platforms, and you can find all the links to those things in the description. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and please enjoy the rest of your day, my peeps.